next tutorial is going to be about adding different kinds of backgrounds to your image. So I've already shown you how to add a new layer next to the trash can. Get the fill bucket tool, choose a colour and click onto the screen, dragging it underneath that layer so you can have a plain background. Another background that you can do yourself is by right-clicking on the paint bucket tool and clicking the gradient tool. Up the top you've got a gradient. If you double click on that or click once, you've got a scale. You can change the colours to be whatever colour you like by clicking on the bottom box, choosing a colour. So click onto it, choose a colour, go yellow, click OK, and then maybe keep white on that side. Click OK, and then this time with your mouse, click and drag down the page in the direction of the gradient. So that's how you add a gradient background. So I'm going to turn that eye off. Now I'm going to show you how to add a background from the internet. So here are some that I prepared earlier. You can either type in backgrounds or Lego World and find an appropriate background. Obviously, you can't do things like this because it won't look realistic. So I've chosen this yellow background because yellow is not in my subject, so she will still stand out in front of it. And all you do is click onto that subject, pick it up with your mouse by holding it down and dragging it on top of your girl or your Lego character. If it goes above your subject, like that, just drag it underneath. And to enlarge that subject, you need to go Command T or Edit Free Transform. You can now drag that background out and move it wherever you like. Once you're happy with the background, you can stretch it out further or you can rotate it by twisting that way. I'm going to keep it this way. You would then just tick or press enter on your keyboard. So now I've got that underneath my layer 0. Also, if you want to move your subject, you can click onto layer 0 where the person is, get your move tool, and you can move her around wherever you like. If you would like her bigger, you could either crop the background, so she's bigger, or you can actually enlarge her by also using the Command T tool, holding Shift so that you keep her in proportion and dragging that upwards and then ticking it again. So there's a couple of ways of doing that. I'm going to have enough space for the title, so I'm going to just do her a little bit bigger, but not too much. Okay, the reason I hold Shift is because if I don't, I'll stretch my subject and it will look unrealistic. So I'm going to tick that. So that looks pretty cool. She stands out in front of that background. And then there's one other type of background that you can add, and that's your own picture. So I took a photo of a colouring in book. I'm going to drag that photo on top of my girl, and I'm going to move it where I want it, and I'm going to stretch it out, and I'm going to tick the box, and I'm going to drag that underneath my girl. The only problem with that layer is it's locked. So I can actually double click on that lock and it will open up the picture, and I can then edit that picture to be whatever colour I want. I'm going to make it brighter. It's not a problem actually, it's quite good. And I'm going to increase the contrast. Bring that up. Okay, that looks a lot better to me. I am now going to save that by going File, Save, go OK. It wants us to flatten the document first, so flatten image. Now go save, go OK. And now it's saving. And then when you close that, it automatically edits that on your other document. So that's what that little symbol does. So I just want to crop that down a little bit, press enter. So that's what that means. It's called a smart object thumbnail. And now I have my Lego character in front of my background. So I could choose that one, that one, or a plain background. I like my world. Thanks for listening.